Demari, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be doing the bonus tarot reading for the sign of Aries. So this is your love, sex and relationships reading that you guys voted for here on the channel. Seeing as you were my top viewers for September, you got this bonus reading, so here it is. I'm delivering it at long last, so thanks for being patient with me while I was in transit. Now, with regards to your reading, I'll be pulling a few cards. First of all, we'll start with getting a love oracle card here. Brand new deck of mine. I've only used it a few times, so I'm really excited to pull some cards from that for you. And then we'll get some further insight using the Beautiful Creatures deck. And then again, another new deck of mine. And then we'll clarify using the Rider-Waite, okay? So just to let you know, this is a general reading, so please don't force it to your situation if it doesn't apply. You can look at this in regards to your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, okay? So do look at your natal chart and see the corresponding zodiac signs. This is specifically for Aries, okay, as I said, because you guys won the bonus, okay? So, Aries, let's see. First card you have is Twin Flames. Your passion ignites. I hope you guys can see that. Twin flames. Wow. So you have a significant connection with someone, right? You may not be in close contact at the moment. There may be some kind of distance involved. There may be some delay in communication. You may be currently separated, but I feel like the connection, the pull that you have towards each other is incredibly strong, right? So even though physically you may not be in connection with this person, energetically you are very connected with one another. So that's gorgeous. So I just want to pull another card from this deck, just see what else we can relay to help you with regards to matters of the hearts. I had a few cards wanting to jump out there, but we'll see. Okay. So the second card you have, Aries, is playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember, love is the greatest healer. Amazing. Hopefully you can see that. I know it's a bit difficult with the reflection. But yeah, it's essentially saying that regardless of what difficulties you've experienced in this connection, regardless of the obstacles, i.e. such as distance or separation, love heals all, right? Love is the greatest healer. So start with playfulness, you know, get in touch with each other. Just start communicating in a light-hearted manner and see how things play out. I mean, like I said, this is a significant connection. You literally got twin flames. So this is someone, you know, you're highly aligned to, right? But perhaps in the past, you're at different stages of your healing process. So that's why it didn't really come together in the way that you hoped. Maybe it wasn't, you know, you weren't quite gelling, right? Because you're at one stage in your healing process, there was at another. So it just wasn't right, I feel like, the timing. And I feel like perhaps the separation was divinely guided. So you both had the space and time to do the type of healing that you needed to partake in, right? Sometimes we can't do that when we're still in close quarters with that person. Sometimes we need that time of solitude. Wow, the rain just started out of nowhere. I'm just going to quickly close the window, bear with me. Hi, sorry about that, Aries. We just had a downpour of rain again, so I had to quickly close the window. But yeah, so it's looking pretty good so far. So let's see what the tarot has to say about this. Okay. So first I'm going to look at just the general energies, right? Just to get an overview, and then we'll go into yours, specifically how you feel about this connection, and then how they feel, and the potential outcome. So the first card here is the Two of Cups, okay? Water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Relationship, as it says, right? So there is a coming together here, right? With you and this person, I feel. Even though you are at distance, I feel like I keep getting this, that we are not physically close to each other. There is great distance physically, but I feel like in terms of, like I said, energetically, astrally, you are already in union, right? So it's just the physical aspect or not being in direct communication at this time. However, as we're entering, we have a Mercury retrograde just about to come up. The chances are either you are going to reach out to this person and express how you feel, or they're going to reach out towards you. Because I feel like both of you are wanting this connection or a reconciliation, or just to explore the possibilities of having a relationship if you haven't been together in the past. Otherwise, you would like to reconcile. Interesting. Okay, so the next card you have is the Seven of Pentacles, right? Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And like it says here, progress. So I feel like you are making significant changes. You're making a lot of progress when it comes to your healing. You've been doing a lot of inner work, introspection, a lot of soul searching, really getting to the crux of the issues you've been experiencing, right? The things that have been pulling you back, holding you back from being able to truly just stand in your authentic, beautiful, abundant light and express your true feelings in all matters, right? Not just this connection, but in general. But I feel like you had to pull away for some time in order to do this inner work. So now you're in a place where you've looked at how far you've come. You can see, just how many obstacles you've faced and you've triumphed over, right? But now you're looking back at all, the whole journey. I feel like you're kind of looking back, seeing how far you've come, and now you're like, okay, am I ready to take this next step? Because this step is significant. That means, expressing my heart's desire to this person, right? So I feel like this is someone you already know. This is not someone that's unknown to you. For the people I'm picking up on, this is someone you already know. Either it was a relationship that just didn't come together, or it was a relationship that broke down, or you separated, and now you're looking at how you can reconcile, or how you can actually get this relationship, started. So the next card you have is the Queen of Wands. So this is fire energy, your energy, okay? So this is your card, Aries. You can even see that she has your astrological symbol, right, on her arm. So this is you, Aries, okay? Being in your element, being very determined, as it says, very passionate, very self-aware, assertive, right? You're being very assertive, moving towards this person, moving towards this connection, doing the healing, as I said, even as now you're gaining the momentum and the desire to move passionately towards this person and express yourself. You're still putting a lot of energy and focus and time into your healing, which is perfect, right? So I feel like this is a really good balance that you have right now. And you're feeling way more confident in yourself. You're probably looking really good right now as well. So you're probably turning a lot of heads, but I feel like your focus is on a very specific connection, i.e. this person. Even though I feel like you could get, your pick of the bunch is what I'm feeling. But this is awesome, Aries. It just feels like you're headed in the right direction. Next card you have is the Three of Pentacles, right? So, yeah, more earth energy. So I feel like this is about being in alignment, right? True alignment with your own will, the path that you are navigating in this lifetime. You and this person are coming into true alignment, right? This is a card of teamwork. This is a card of self-mastery, the card of the Ascendant Masters. This is divine union within self, balancing between the higher self, shadow, and ego, right? Everything being in union. So this is perfect, considering that you do have the twin flame card here. So I feel like the more you come into union with the different aspects of self and truly find that equilibrium, energy balancing work, that's when you will be most in balance and harmony with this significant person in your life, right? Because I feel like, you're both doing your inner work, right? And the more you both get into tune with your own frequencies, your true frequencies, that in which you're stepping into, that is highly ascendant, the more you'll be resonating at the same pitch, pretty much. You'll be at the same level. So that's awesome. Okay. And the next card you have is the Knight of Swords, okay? idealism. So this is Gemini's card, so you could be dealing with a Gemini. You could be dealing with another Aries as well, possibly, or a water sign or an earth sign, right? But regardless of any of that, I feel like this is about you just knowing that it's all very well and good to come to the realization of what it is that you want, having it very clear in your mind, being very determined to manifest it in your life, but it does require action, you know, that it's all very well having these ideas, these dreams, these wants, but it requires action to back it up. And I feel like it's here underneath, you know, your card here, you know, Queen of Wands, because you're preparing to take this leap towards this person, I feel, or they are towards you. But because it's directly under your energy, I feel like it's you that's gearing up to go move, you know, passionately towards this person and express what you need to say, because your fear is no longer holding you back. I feel like you've been dealing with that. So that's awesome. You know, I really like seeing that. So that's just a quick overview of the energies that I'm seeing right now. So what we'll do is we'll now take a look at how, you know, you're feeling towards this person and what it is that you want as an outcome. We'll then look, you know, we'll then clarify, we'll then look at this person, how they feel towards you and what they'd like as an outcome, and then we'll look at the potential outcome overall. Okay. Wow. Okay, so Aries, first card, straight off the bat, the Sun, right? You got the Sun. So that's amazing. That tells me that, you know, this person, you're recognizing that this person is your true happiness. This person is the person you want to spend potentially your life with. This is someone that you want to build a legacy with. Someone that you have a lot of passion, a lot of love for, and that you see as a ray of sunshine in your life. They bring light into your life. They add rather than subtract, right? And you're realizing that perhaps it didn't feel that way when you separated or when things didn't come together in the past, right? Because maybe they were going through some stuff, you were going through some stuff, but you're seeing clearly now how this person really was a blessing in your life, right? And you want to obtain this blessing. You want to get that spark back in your life. And it's not to say that you don't have things playing out in your environment that brings you a lot of fulfillment. It's not that at all. It's not like that codependent energy. It's more about, you know, wanting to align with someone who's on your wavelength, right? And you feel this person really is. So that's gorgeous. Okay. So the next card you have, Aries, is the Ace of Cups. So yes, amazing. This is so cute already. Like, you have the Sun, now you have the Ace of Cups, water energy, right? Beautiful. So you want a passionate new beginning with this person. You want to just let the love flow, essentially, you know? That you have such a big, you see how big her heart is in her hand, right? And she has that little dragon on top of it. You know, and I feel like in this case it's right that you know that regardless of whatever you've been dealing with, you know, in your personal life, whatever healing you've had to do, you know, whatever shadow work you've had to do to prevent you from allowing your fear to stop you expressing your love, to be from shining your light in the world, you've been taming it, right? You see how gentle this dragon is and how curious it is. Yeah, it's because you're not allowing it to take the reins and control your heart. Instead, you've tamed it, right? You've tamed your shadow so that your fear doesn't get the better of you anymore, and you can just give your heart freely to who you feel is deserving of it, right? And that's what you're wanting to do at this time. But because it's in the center as well, I feel like this is what you're both wanting. You're both feeling ready to give your heart to someone worthy, right? That you're ready to give your heart to someone worthy, and you feel and they feel that you are each other. So that's gorgeous. This is so cute. I love this. I'm sorry, I know I keep saying that, but it's adorable. This energy is adorable. And if you don't like that, tough, because that's what I'm getting. You know, so you'll know if this is you or not. You'll feel that, right? These energies will resonate. If it's not, then this is not your message, okay? It's that simple. Okay, so the next card you have is the King of Cups, more water energy. So you could very well be dealing with a Scorpio, because this is Scorpio's card, right? Or it could be another water sign, Pisces or Cancer. But we do have Scorpio showing very strongly here, right? So the King of Cups is someone who is very curious, who likes to explore things that bring a lot of fulfillment and happiness into their lives. Someone who's very emotionally stable, grounded, that isn't afraid to go after their heart's desire, right? But they're very good at grounding that energy, so they're not easily rattled, or they don't allow, like, it's not like with the Queen of Cups where there is so much emotion, but the shadow tends to, you know, sabotage that a little bit. In this case, you know, there is a grounded energy with that. The only problem with the King of Cups on the shadow aspect is that sometimes it can come across as detached, because they can kind of have their head in the clouds, or be kind of, just fixated on the metaphysical, I guess, and the kind of spiritual side of things. But sometimes they need to bring that energy back down to earth and realize, hello, there's people in front of you, you know, it's that kind of thing, right? So it's different in that way from the Queen of Cups. But I feel like in this case, you know, it's like you're done dreaming about it, you're done contemplating it and thinking how wonderful it would be to have this connection. You're ready to just, you know, explore it, see where it leads, right? See what possible outcome can arise from this situation, right? But that's what I'm getting. I feel like you're curious, you have this curiosity, you want to be playful, you want to explore, you know, different aspects of your character and show that to this person, and you want to explore that of them as well. You want to see their playful nature, you want to see, you know, just how well aligned you are on that level as well. Like, I think at this point you really want to solidify a friendship with this person, and then from there build upon that with that playfulness card. So that's really cool, right? Because you're not only wanting to express love and desire to this person, but you really want to build a strong friendship as a base. So that's really good as well. Okay, now the next card you have is the Ten of Wands. So fire energy, this is your energy along with Leo and Sag. Hardship, as it says, right? Difficulties, challenges, burdens, right? Finding it difficult to release something, or being ready to release difficulties, right? Because especially because you have the Sun over this energy here, right? So I feel, I feel like you're ready to let go of any challenges that you faced with this connection. You're like, I'm willing to overcome whatever hardships we've faced, whatever difficulties, whatever blockages, whatever it is, I don't care at this point. I feel like we have what it takes to go the distance, because it truly makes me happy. This connection makes me truly happy. Therefore, I'm willing to go the distance. I'm willing to put the work in. I'm willing to drop the burden of anything that isn't serving me, or that's serving as a block in this connection, right? So I feel like you're willing to put this connection above all else, right? And I don't mean anything else in your life, but I mean any obstacle or challenge or excuse that might prevent you from otherwise being together. So that's amazing, right? You're ready to let it go. And I feel like you're already doing that. You're in the process of letting these burdens go. Amazing. And then the last card here is the Four of Swords. Air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, repose, contemplation, healing, resting, recuperation, recovery, right? So you are recovering. You're still healing, right? But I feel like this connection is also going to help in that process, because you've already done a lot by yourself. But now I feel like, you know, when you two come together, this is going to do a lot of healing for both of you as well, and heal the connection, of course, in itself. I feel like with the Ten of Wands and the Four of Swords here, you may have had a physical ailment, or you may have been just burnt out creatively, right? You may be a creative, or, you know, have a lot of passion for the arts. You know, or you may just be someone who's like an entrepreneur, someone who's very like inspirational or very good innovation, right? But you've hit a wall recently. There's been some kind of burnout or an injury, or you've had to take some time out to do the shadow work, right? There's healing here, but you're doing the work. You're taking that respite and you're taking care of self, right? And then once you're starting to feel like you're back on your feet, that's when I feel like you're going to go full force towards this person. So that's awesome. Okay, so let's quickly clarify these energies in case there's anything additional here. It seems pretty straightforward, but just in case there's any additional messages that need to come up for you, Aries, because you never know. All right, so clarifying the sun, you have the Three of Cups in reverse and the Star. So we have Aquarius energy here. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, but I feel like it's a case of, yeah, you're letting go of what doesn't serve you. You're letting go of, you know, any fickle connections. You want the real deal. So maybe you were dating or entertaining other people recently, right? But none of it compared to the connection you have here. This is the sun. I mean, it doesn't go any higher than that, right? So I feel like you're dropping, right, third-party energies or anyone that's kind of only in it for a good time, right, for a short time. And you're going after the real deal, your real wish fulfillment, right? You know what that is. It's very clear in your mind now, and you're pursuing it at all costs, right? Regardless of what anyone else may tell you or, you know, what other situation you were in previously, because I feel like you've already let that go. That was a part of you doing this healing work, right? So clarifying the Ace of Cups, you have the Four of Wands in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, right? So yeah, you know this is a process that's going to take time. You're not rushing to the finish line by any means. I feel like you're aware that there's still some pain here that needs discussing and resolving, right? With that Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I don't feel like it's a karmic cycle that's repeating. I feel like it's simply that there is some karma that needs resolving. So you need to have a conversation about whatever took place in the past and speak your truth and allow the other person to do the same, because I feel like you haven't been able to have a real conversation in some time about what happened. You may not have discussed it at all. You may have parted ways or just let the connection fizzle out and not actually discussed what the issues were. So I feel like that's what needs to happen before you can have this new beginning, right? And then you can see where it will take you. Clarifying the King of Cups, you have the Queen of Wands. So your energy is coming up again, but this time in reverse. And you have the Two of Cups. So more water. Yeah. So I feel like, okay. So I feel like there is a bit of a warning here, right? Because like I said, it's all very well like imagining how the ideal connection will be and expecting it to come this way, that way, and the other. But I feel like you have to, there is a compromise that needs to be made, right? Perhaps in the past, on your side of things, you had a tendency to overlook the needs of the other person because you expected them to fulfill a certain ideal or expectation, right? Or that, you know, because you were very focused on various other things, perhaps you didn't see the challenges in the past that were staring you in the face, and, you know, they were just building up in the background. So I do feel like this time you do have to, you know, really bring your attention back to the present so that you can overcome any challenges that may affect the connection. Because I don't feel like you are being like self-centered or anything like that in the past, not at all. But I feel like, you know, there may have been some pressure on the other person to fulfill your expectations, right? Because you know your energy, you know that you're very abundant, very attractive, very charismatic, very outgoing, you know, and perhaps you were not seeing these kinds of traits in the other person. So perhaps you were trying to force certain traits out of them that isn't actually aligned with their energy, especially if they're a Scorpio, right? Being a water sign, you know, they may have a calm, a slower nature. They may have a different way of expressing their passion, right, than you. Maybe they don't express it Maybe they're more internal than they are external, right? You're a very external sign, right? So you want to go out there and do things, whereas this person might want to do things that are more, you know, close one-to-one, you know, in your private time, things like that, right? Especially because Scorpio is a very sensual sign as well. So it may be that you thought that you needed to be outgoing more, they need to be outgoing more, and this person actually wanted to be more intimate with you to show how they really feel about you, rather than doing all this stuff outside, right? You just see what I mean? It's different ways of approaching intimacy. I feel like maybe you wanted to explore it externally, whereas they wanted to explore it more internally, right? That's all I'm saying, but it's just a difference in approach, but you can discuss it and, you know, find a middle ground, right? So the next card you have, clarifying the 10 of Wands here, you have the 5 of Wands and the King of Cups. So the King of Cups has come up again. So some of you are definitely dealing with at least a water sign. Some of you may be dealing with an Aquarius, Leo, right? Getting that strongly as well. Libra is very strong here as well. We'll get to that. So yeah, those are the key signs I'm seeing at the moment. But yeah, so I feel like, yeah, you've had to overcome a lot of challenges, right? I feel like you've had a lot of, this is the thing I'm getting as well. You guys have had a lot of expectations when it comes to your life in general. And you've also had a lot of people expect a lot from you as well. So there's been a lot of pressure, I feel, on that from expectations. Your expectations of others, others' expectations of you. And I feel like that's what caused a lot of inner conflict. They may have added to your stress and to your healing that needed to take place, right? Because perhaps all your life you feel like, you know, your friends, your family, your lovers, they've always had these high expectations of you, and you're tired of trying to meet their demands, right? So you're letting that go. I feel like it's kind of good. Whatever difficult situations that have been playing out for you recently has been training you. It's been giving you the strength needed, right? And the awareness, so you know what serves you and what doesn't, what is aligned to you and where you're headed and what isn't, and how you can best resolve any conflicts you may come up against in the near future, right? And I feel like you've learned as well. You've learned how to embody this energy a bit more here, I feel like. Because I feel like before you were very much in your element, which is great. But perhaps when it comes to certain ways of expressing and communicating matters of the heart, you found it challenging, right? It wasn't your way of doing things. So I think you've learned a new way of expressing, a new way of approaching this connection, which is going to serve you very well in the long run, right? So I feel like you've both had to learn new ways of communicating, you know, your true feelings and how to approach with this new energy. So it's awesome. And then finally, clarifying the 4 of Swords here, you have the Justice card and the Queen of Swords, right? Yeah, so I feel like, I think you're kind of afraid, right? You're still healing. I feel like you're not really in communication with this person at the moment. They could very well be strong Libra here, so you could be dealing with a Libra or have someone who have these placements strongly in the chart. But I feel like it's a case of you're hoping that you can resolve this one way or another. You're like, I just want us to be on good terms. I want us to be friendly again. I want to explore the potential of us coming back together as well, right? So this is on your mind quite heavily at the moment. But I feel like it's a case of you're afraid that if you try to approach this person and say, I want this to work, you're afraid that they may not take the offer initially. You're afraid that they may say, no, this is not what I want. You know, I've learned my mistakes. I learned from my previous mistakes, my experience in the past. I'm not willing to take that leap of faith. That's what I'm getting for some of you. Some of you, there's a little bit of concern, not so much fear, but just concern that this person may be like, well, because of what you did in the past, or because, you know, you haven't approached me until now, or because, you know, you're exploring other connections. I'm not willing to do this. You know, this is not happening. And you feel like that would be kind of a justified response, right? But I feel like that's not necessarily the case. That's just something that is unknown to you. You don't know. But I feel like you've learned from your experience. You've gained wisdom. I feel like you see this person has learned a lot from their experience as well. And that you're hoping that, you know, this person is willing to meet you in the middle and try and see what this could lead for you to, right? Hopefully that makes sense. I know I'm kind of stumbling over my words, but I just get this sense of you being slightly hesitant because you feel that this person is going to remember what happened between the two of you in the past, what was said, how it was expressed, and that they may be, you know, a bit defensive when it comes to you trying to reconcile, right? Because they're not sure. But this is what you're thinking. This isn't reflective of what they want necessarily. We're going to look into that now. So let's see. Let's see. So how does this person feel about Aries? Oof, yeah. Yeah, you've both been doing a lot of healing, I feel. I feel like you're both still healing as well. But, yeah. Okay, so the first card out is the Four of Wands, right? Fire energy, your energy. Unity. So, yeah, Four of Wands has come out in the upright for this person. They see a potential future with you. They see you as... They see you as someone that can understand them, you know, that understands their quirks, their differences, right? Maybe they have a hard time connecting with people because they don't feel understood. They don't feel like people respect or appreciate what makes them unique, but you do, because you are also very unique. You're very charismatic. You stand out, right? And you can see this true value in this person. You see their worth despite outward appearances or despite, you know, how others may judge them or perceive them. But you see them for how they are, how they truly are, right? So that's gorgeous. And I feel like that's kind of what draws them towards you as well, because they feel the same way about you. There's a lot of mirroring. Like, I know we're not really getting mirroring cards so much, a little bit here and there, but I'm really getting the sense of that you both see the uniqueness about each other, and they really see it about you as well, you know. They see how charismatic you are, how much you stand out, and that's why they can't help but be drawn to you. Even if you aren't speaking right now, I feel like they're still very much aware of your presence, of your energy, right? Amazing. So the next card you have is the Five of Swords, right? Defeat. This person feels like perhaps, okay, if you were dealing or entertaining other parties in the separation or when this connection fell apart, I feel like this person saw that you had others on your radar. Maybe you've been getting a lot of comments, likes on social media, or maybe there was someone that they noticed that seems to be around you a lot. I don't know, in pictures or whatever. I don't know. But I feel like this person feels like they can't compete with whoever you're entertaining, right? Because this person is in your energy. They're close to you, or these people, you know, because we did have the Three of Cups in reverse previously. Even though you're dropping a lot of connections, I feel like this person isn't necessarily aware of that. They just see that you've been going out, hanging out with all these different people, and they feel like, wow, I can't even compete because I'm not even in the same area as this person, or, you know, we're not even communicating, so I have no way of reaching them, when actually they're interested in other people, not me. So I feel this person is actually, yeah, in the energy of defeat, feeling like, you know, maybe you've even, like, for some of you, maybe because you wanted to test the waters and see how this person feels about you, maybe you did post some images to see what their reaction would be. Maybe they did the same first and you did it in retaliation. Who knows, right? Or maybe you set a certain status online, or you said something to a friend and that got relayed to a person, so they felt like, oh, they're with someone else, or oh, they're interested in someone else, and they gave up. I literally see this person like falling on their bed crying, or, you know, just kind of falling to their knees, like, this person has forgotten me, you know. And it really broke their heart, is what I feel, you know, that they kind of, not only did they mentally feel defeated, but emotionally it broke their heart in two, right? So, oh, this poor person. Okay. Well, hopefully we can deliver some better news. Because, yeah, I mean, the next card is the Four of Swords. So this person is healing themselves. When they had this moment, I mean, bearing in mind this is at the center of their spread. So, yeah, it's a pain that doesn't go away easily. But they're healing, right? They're putting the work in. They're trying to accept and acknowledge that you are your own person. That regardless of whatever attachment they had or still have towards you, they have to let you go. They have to let you do what is right for you. And they're just trying to heal themselves at this time. I don't think they're even aware that you have feelings for them still, to be honest with you. I think they're just in healing mode still and focused on just, you know, restoring balance in their energy field. Next card you have is the King of Pentacles. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn here, right? Or have it prominently in your chart. But I feel like, anyway, this person is, yeah, like it says, loyalty. King of Pentacles is someone very stable, very grounded, you know, very dependable, loyal, right? They are the rock, essentially, right? Someone you can rely on, you can have faith in. Someone who will be there no matter how difficult things get, right? They provide that stabilizing factor. And this is how, like, I feel like this is how the person felt about you in the past. That you were very stable, you were very present, and, you know, they felt like you were their rock, right? And they wanted to return that in like, but perhaps they didn't feel like they could for some reason, or perhaps they're just wanting this energy back. They're wanting to create that stable foundation with you again. You know, they know that when you are in a committed relationship, you are committed, you know, and they really admire that about you. They love that about you. They want to be with you, you know, in that stable commitment, right? But they're not seeing how that can happen. They're just feeling defeated. They just feel like all hope is lost, essentially. Especially because the last card is the Five of Cups. Oh, this poor person. I don't like that they're in this energy. It's so sad. And I'm not saying that patronizing. I mean it. Like, it's sad that they're going through all this. You know, it's like the most tragic thing is when two people love each other and they're both in pain because they don't know that the other loves them. Like, it's the most tragic thing. It's like, no, just no. You know, but yeah, this person is looking back. Maybe they're the ones that pulled away from the connection initially, or, you know, said that, you know, we should break up, or they said that, you know, you're clearly not happy, so let's just go our separate ways. Or maybe they told you they're not happy and they need to move on. But there's regret. This literally says regret here, you know. So I feel like this person is very much in their shadow energy, which is what they're having to heal. And they're just feeling that regret. Like, I wish I had done something different. I wish I had said this. I wished I expressed how I truly felt. You know, and now it's too late. I didn't tell them that I loved them. I didn't tell them that they are the one I wanted to be with. You know, that the timing wasn't right, or, you know, I couldn't follow them, or I couldn't be what they wanted me to be, right? Because I get that a little bit as well. Like, I couldn't keep up. Like, I couldn't be what they needed or wanted me to be. I couldn't meet expectations, and someone else is, and I've lost, right? Bless them. Bless this person, whoever it is. Because that's not easy dealing with that energy. But anyway, so let's go into the clarifications now. Gosh, I should have gave myself a bit more room so I can shuffle well, but it's fine. Yeesh. Yeah, this person has no idea that you still have feelings for them, Aries. No idea, I'm telling you. And they are just all up in their mind space and heart space about it. They have no idea that you even still love this person. Okay. So clarifying the Four of Wands, you have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and you have the Ace of Cups in reverse. What did I tell you? This person is they want this. They really want this with you, but they don't see it happening. They don't see it's possible, you know. And the thought of the fact that they can't even express to you what they truly want, is overwhelming, it's overwhelming, because they do see a future with you, but they don't think you want the same things as them. I feel like this person wants to settle down with you, have a family with you, but they don't think you want that, right? Especially because you have the Ten of Wands. Okay, sorry, the Ten of Pentacles, even if it's in reverse with the Four of Wands. So this person really wants to settle down with you, but they don't see it happening. They don't think you want the same thing as them, that you don't want it with them, at least anyway. And that brings them a lot of pain when they think about it, And it's like, I think that's another reason why they're quiet, because they don't want to give you, they don't want you to give them false hopes, right? They don't want you to make false promises or give them a false sense of hope, right? So that's why they keep quiet and keep their distance. And they know, I don't think it's that you will, of course. I don't think you would do that. I don't think they think you would do that. But they don't want to put you on the spot and feel like you have to offer them something to try and smooth it over the blow, right? So, yeah. They have no idea. Five of Swords, right? Clarifying the Five of Swords. King of Wands in reverse. So we had the Queen of Wands before in reverse. Now we have the King of Wands in reverse. And the Four of Cups. Yeah. They feel rejected by you big time, Aries. They feel like you don't want them. You don't see their value. You don't see how passionate they are towards you. You don't see how much they were willing to fight for the connection and for you specifically. That your attention is off on other people, that you're just focused on casual dating or, messing around, or, they just assume these things. And it's not because they assume that that's all you care about. It's nothing like that. But they assume that that's what you're doing right now, because that's their worst fear, that you're just, exploring your options and you're going to choose someone else to be with, right? And that they can't even express what they want to express to you because they feel rejected by you. They feel like you've already walked away from them for good, Now, with the Four of Swords here, you have the Page of Wands in reverse and the Three of Swords. Page of Wands in reverse, the Three of Swords. Yeah, they're not telling you. They're not telling you how heartbroken they are. They're not telling you how painful it is to see you. Because you may still be connected on social media. They may see, or if not, they may see pictures of you through other friends' uploads, You may have some of the same friends, and you guys go out and they upload pictures and you're in them and they see you that way. So I feel like whenever they see your face, right, whether it's online or whatever, it really hits home how painful this is for them and how much they're trying to heal. They need to heal this because they're not hearing anything from you and they're not expressing this pain either, or what it is that they actually want. So this person, oh my gosh, they're just so up in their emotions. Like, they have so much love for you, and yet they are hurting so much because they don't feel like they can tell you. So, clarifying the King of Pentacles. You have the Tower, so Scorpio energy again. Some of you are definitely dealing with a Scorpio, I get that strongly. And you have the Nine of Cups in reverse. So, yeah, this person saw you as their rock, a firm foundation, so then someone that they thought they could always rely on, depend upon, until you weren't anymore. And that's not to say you weren't dependable or reliable, or you're still not. It's just obviously the connection came apart, or it didn't come together in the way they imagined. So they couldn't rely on you as a support anymore. They had to learn how to, be a support for themselves, whether it's financially, whether it's in terms of foundations, physical environment, whether it's just, energetically, having that support there. I feel like it forced them into having to heal on their own, and forced them to address, perhaps, there may have been some kind of codependency here, more so from their side, possibly, right? And this forced them to look at that. So perhaps you know, this was meant to happen. This separation was needed because, like I said, both of you needed to do some healing. So maybe on their side, it needed to happen in order for them to break this codependent energy, right? This leaning on you guys, right? You too much. It's not that I think it was intentional by any means, but they may have been doing it because of certain circumstances that were playing out, or challenges that were facing that they didn't have an easy solution for, and you were able to support in some way. So this helped them to find a way to get that stability that they was looking for, you know, even alone or without, you know, having someone in their life in a relationship sense, right? Okay, interesting. And then finally, the Five of Cups here. We have the Five of Pentacles. So we have 5-5 straight here, right? So number 5, 5-5, and 5-5-5. Those numbers could be very relevant to your person at this time and yourself, because it's regarding your connection with them. So if you see those numbers, you know, constantly appearing, there may be a deeper message or meaning coming from the universe, right? But you have the Five of Pentacles and the Strength in reverse. So Leo energy again. So some of you guys, it could be a Leo. But yeah, this person regrets walking away from the connection. They're like, I know I had to walk away because I hadn't tamed this beast. My codependent issues, my abandonment issues, you know, my need for emotional stability through connections, right? So they had to, I think they recognized they had to walk away and do this inner work, and that you had some inner work to do of your own. But I feel like for this person, yeah, it was very difficult to do that. And now they don't see a way back in, pretty much. So I feel like this person possibly walked away for that reason. Or even if it was something you discussed and it was a mutual decision, they knew they had to leave you. They had to walk away, and you had to walk away. Even though it was so painful and so difficult to do that they didn't see, how could I possibly do this? Like, I have no choice but to do this. But you know, it broke them. It broke them to walk away from this connection. And perhaps you don't even know that. So as much as they don't know that you still have love for them, you don't know how much it broke them to walk away from this connection. So yeah, it's pretty intense actually. It started off so cute and light and sweet, and now it's like, wow. Now we get into the nitty-gritty. Yeah, it gets... I just saw the 8 of Wands under the deck as well. Communication needs to happen. Action needs to happen for sure. But I feel like now that we're getting into the nitty-gritty, yeah, it's a lot, you know. It's a lot to deal with and process, but it's something that needs to happen. So let's get some quick outcome cards, and we'll wrap up the reading that way. So what is the potential outcome here? What is the potential outcome? Woo! Oh my gosh. Okay, I got it. What is the potential outcome? I'm not going to clarify these. We'll just do them as they are because I don't feel like I need to. Okay, so you have the Knight of Wands, desire, fire energy, your energy, but this is showing strong Sagittarius, so it could be a Sagittarius, so you could have it in your chart. Yeah, I feel like you are moving towards this person though, to be honest with you. From the cards that I saw that was under your spread, I feel like you're going to reach out to this person. I think you know that this person will not do it. Perhaps they tried in the past, or perhaps they didn't, but I feel like you're the one that's going to move towards this person and express what it is that you want to rekindle this relationship, or you want to start a relationship with this person. That you have intense, passionate feelings for this person, that you're very drawn to them, very attracted, you're energetically connected, that you can't see yourself being like this with anyone else. Like, it just doesn't cut it for you, right? And I feel like this person is likely to reciprocate those feelings, right? Because like I said, they are so in their heart space and head space about this connection. It's unreal. It was all just heartbreak, heartbreak, missing you, pain, difficulty overcoming the feelings of loss. So yeah, it's very intense for this person still as well. Next card you have, Ten of Wands. So this has come up again in the center. So this is showing me that you have an opportunity to finally resolve this. But that's only going to happen if you move towards this person and actually talk openly about what took place, what you want to happen moving forward. So you can finally resolve it one way or another. I feel like it's way overdue at this point. So I feel like if you're wanting this resolution, Aries, you need to express that to this person. You need to reach out, okay? Because I don't see them doing it. They're just all up in their emotions, right? So, okay, next card, we have the King of Cups again. So, like I said, some of you definitely dealing with a Scorpio, or someone has strong Scorpio in their charts, possibly. Yeah. You're going to have to ground your emotion. You're going to have to be willing to put yourself out there emotionally, though, and express what it is that you want, right? I feel like this person is going to be very surprised by what it is you have to say and how you truly feel about them. But I feel like you have to put your pride to one side and just be honest, be vulnerable, but still with that grounded energy. Next card you have is the Three of Wands, patience. Yeah, Three of Wands. So I feel like you need to kind of start the ripple effect, right? Start small, start with a simple message to see how they are. Let them respond. And then from there, you can build up the conversation. So it needs to be step by step. You can't go all in just like blurting it out this person, because they're just going to be like overwhelmed, right? So I think it's going to take a delicate approach, right? But you can do this. So what you need to do is not just have the intention. You've already set your intention, right? Now you need to start taking action. You can start by something so small as just sending them a message, sending them a text, an email, a message on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, WhatsApp, and just start that line of communication, right? And then let them reciprocate that. Okay. And then the next card you have is the Four of Pentacles, greed. Yeah, I feel like someone is going to have, I feel like, to be honest, this person you're dealing with is going to have a hard time letting go of the past, right? That it's not going to be as easy for them, because I feel like when it comes to you healing this connection from your side, you're further along than this person is, right? I feel like they've probably done a lot of work in their healing in general, but I feel like you are further along this journey when it comes to the connection than they are. And yeah, they might not be so willing to just put themselves out there, right? Just because you sent a message. I feel like they're hoarding their energy at this time. They're pulling back a lot. So you have to be aware of that. That's why it's going to take a very careful approach to get this person to come out of their shell and be willing to, especially if you set the tone, by slowly opening up and being more and more vulnerable and expressing your feelings, as you communicate back and forward, it will then encourage this person and show them that it's safe to do the same, right? It's not going to happen straight away. That's why it has to be a very gradual, careful approach, right, to this revelation, I guess, of how you're really feeling. Because, yeah, it's not going to be easy for this person to open up. So they're going to be very much in their shell, is what I'm getting, in the cave. And you'll have to, kind of wean them out of it, essentially. But yeah, it's possible. The potential is definitely there for a reconciliation, or for, giving this another shot and seeing whether it can turn into a full-blown relationship. It's just, yeah, it's going to be a little bit more difficult on their side rather than yours, because of how they're feeling. They're still very much feeling like, there's no hope, right? you're very optimistic, whereas they're more pessimistic right now because they don't even know that you love them. So that's what I'm getting for you anyway, Aries. So I really hope this helped. If this reason, oh my gosh, words. So yeah, I hope this reading helped you guys. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And don't forget to hit the notifications bell so it lets you know when your next reading goes up on the channel. But for now, I just want to say thank you so much for checking this out. I really hope you like this setup. It's brand new. I've had some additional equipment added, so hopefully it'll be better quality for you. And yeah, so it was about time that I showed my face in these readings as well. So here I am. But for now, I'm sending you guys so much love, so much support. You know, just like I said, if this is your situation, you want to reconcile, just take it one step at a time, one day at a time, and who knows where it will lead. But the ball's in your court, I feel, Aries, so you need to be the one to go after what it is that you really want, your sun, your true happiness. So lots of love, guys, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.